We got some new information on Alliance Wars as well as a few other news tidbits. I'm going to talk about all of that in this video. Let's go.
Valley Flying.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? Valley Flying here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. And yes, we got a bunch of news yesterday, and yes, I am back with 2 videos in one day. Yesterday's video was actually that free-to-play that got released today, the free-to-play top 10 list, and this is actually today's video, so that video was released a little later than I was expecting, but we did get some news yesterday. We got a Polygon article describing kind of the state of Marvel Strike Force, and in it, they talk about some things upcoming. One of the things they talk about is Alliance Wars. There's a good 2-3 paragraphs in there about Alliance Wars. Want to be covering that as well as looking back at one of the older data mines to see if we could still scrap some information from that, because there's still some information that we haven't seen. So I'm going to be talking about that as well. Let's go into the news though. There's a few things that happened yesterday that I haven't talked about. Did some raids, did very poorly in Arena, fell asleep there. Scarlet Witch, she is available in premium orbs, basic orbs, I assume that means the free orbs as well, supply section of the store, so she is kind of farmable. Super Sale Saturday, what the heck is this, guys? What are you expecting from this? I see a minus dollar sign, I see a minus %. What do you think they're gonna have a sale on? Character shards, power cores, something else? Do you think that these will be amazing deals like they're describing here? I'm not sure, but we will have to see. I've seen some pretty good deals here and there from Fox Next. A lot of them not so good. So, and this is the first time that they've done this. What do you think is going to happen? I look forward to reading your comments. So let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen with this Super Saturday sale or this Super Sale Saturday. And the latest update has arrived. Now, if you look at this, not a lot of things that are added in this update. Looks like a lot of bug fixes, so that's always a good thing, but that happened yesterday. Also switched alliances. A few of the old-time members wanted to switch, and I kind of stuck by them because they helped me out in the real beginning of the game. So now in Kawamo and not in Hellfire Club anymore. But both of them are great alliances, guys, so check that out. All right, so let's go over to the main thing that I'm talking about in this video, and that is this Polygon article. I do want to remind you guys that I'm on BlueStacks 4 right now, and it is faster than BlueStacks 3. Check that out with the description, and you could also check out the TeePublic site as well. All right, so Polygon article, this is how it starts. How Fox Next is pulling off a mobile mea culpa with Marvel Strike Force. Yes, things were not good. The community was not happy. Right around 1.3 as far as the updates. A lot of different things happening at that time. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. And things have gotten a lot better since then. Very interesting article. I recommend checking out the whole thing. I'm going to put a link to that in the description so you can check that out. This guy reminds me of someone that I know that you guys might know as well. But if we scroll down, Future of Strike Force, down here, right next to this pink thing, there are a few paragraphs dedicated to Alliance War. So let's talk about that. I'm just going to read through it and give my comments while I'm talking about that. All right. Right now, alliances work together to clear raids. It's a single social layer on an otherwise single-player activity. Yes, it's kind of a single-player mode. All right. Alliance Wars will give every alliance to access a helicarrier that they can upgrade, make choices in, and ultimately defend. It's an ongoing process to build up your helicarrier with the rest of your alliance. The medbay, for instance, could give heal over time to rosters or a flat health boost. There are 12 rooms total, and each will grant a bonus and upgrade trees. Now, some of this we've already seen from the data mine. Like I said, I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. But it looks like we're going to be doing battle on the helicarrier from this next paragraph. Once you made your choice and set your squads, you and another alliance will storm each other's helicarrier in phase turns and back and forth between attack and defense. Sounds reminiscent of the best moments of modes like Blitz and Arena. So it sounds pretty fun. The actual battlefield seems to be on a helicarrier, And some of the upgrades that we've seen in the older data mines may or may not still be with us. Some of the upgrades sound very similar to StarkTech, and the data mine that I'm talking about is way older than StarkTech was even mentioned. So, all right, so last part. This event cycles daily. It requires collaboration, communication, and prep, but not to chase the top. But not a chase to the top with the most meta possible teams and heavy microtransactions to unlock. Alliance Wars is just one piece of upcoming content. Dark Dimensions, a single-player challenge, is also on its way, and that looks like it is coming later this month. As far as the timing of this Alliance Wars, haven't seen too much about it, other than this article and what we've seen in the data mines, and then obviously that thing that you see in your in-game screen every single day that it's coming soon. My guess, the earliest that we'll see this is November, although this could be pushed back till even next year sometime. So kind of a big range of when I think this will happen. Not as much communication from the devs on some of these modes as would like to see, but it is what it is. So let's go over and take a look at the data mine. Like I said, it is an older data mine, but it is the most recent data mine that I have a copy of the whole thing. Some of the more recent data mines, some of the data miners are just putting out sections that have changed. So I am assuming that this has not changed at all, although it may have in data mine. So let's go over and take a look at that data. So what I did was just delete pretty much everything except the things that are talking about alliances, and it's a bunch of different stuff here. But as far as specifically about the Alliance Wars, here's where they start to talk about different rooms here. And the first one is the med bay, which was described in that Polygon article. And it says the description for it is that it increases health regeneration by 10%. And then you have different abilities. So eco name is Aid Station. And what this does is it generates war and raid health packs. So interesting. And another ability that this room has is Rescue Squad. So this is surviving defenders characters get a defending characters get a % of their health back after a fight. So medbay looks pretty good. They get some health, they get some health regeneration, they get some war packs. Looking like something very valuable, especially if you're in a longer duration type war. Next room, Armory. So that's two we got so far with a couple different uses of it. And Armory, what this does is it increases bio characters damage by 3%. So similar to StarkTech, I think what this will be, your upgrades on a character, it looks like it'll just affect Alliance Wars, although I could be wrong on that. Another room is the weapon systems, and this increases damage from defenders by 4%. Now, the way I'm taking this defenders, wasn't sure what it was before. I'm thinking defenders will be people or characters that you have defending your helicarrier, not necessarily the defenders that just got their rework. So not Luke Cage, Punisher. I'm thinking this means the whole thing. Although you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing here, so I could be wrong on that. Another room, the bridge. So we are up to 4 different rooms, and this is worth 2 times score values. So maybe this is just giving a higher score, and I'm not sure how the Alliance Wars are scored, but obviously it's on some kind of score basis. Next room, hangar, and what the description says is destruction disables enemies' attacks for 1 minute. So I'm assuming if you destroy the other helicarrier's hangar, that they won't be able to attack you for a minute. Reactor, it increases all cosmic characters' damage by 5%, and this one looks like it has some extra abilities. The extraction chamber, generate random cosmic mats. So I'm not sure if this is the gear, if this is some shards of cosmic characters. Most likely the gear, though. Another ability that this has is backup generators. When destroyed, the Alliance will lose room abilities for 20 minutes. This one could be pretty crippling, especially if you have your rooms leveled up a lot. And you get different chance to get energy refills, things like that. They mention a gotcha, 1 every 20 seconds. Now, from what I remember in this data mine, gachos was different things you had open, like kind of like a loot box where it had a certain percentage of getting whatever it is you want, whether it be shards or gear or whatever, or gold. So I'm not sure what this will be. Hopefully it's some good stuff though. Another room, barracks. Increase defender's health by 10%. Again, I am thinking that this is the defender of the helicarrier, not necessarily the defenders as their faction. Cargo bay increases war loot by 5%. So those little loots that you get in raids, I am guessing that this is what this is, and that gold or premium orb fragments that you get goes up by a little bit. Abilities for the cargo room or cargo bay or whatever. It just says cargo, so I'm not sure what it will officially be called. Logistics support generates orb fragments at a rate, and this rate looks like it increases the more you upgrade this. Field supplies X chance or X percentage chance for X attackers to start a battle with more ability energy, so could really give you a big advantage in that, especially if you got someone like a Crossbones who could detonate right off the bat without even charging up. Could be some good stuff. Next, another room, Flight Deck 1 increases war energy regeneration by 10%. Flight Deck 2, war energy regeneration by 8%. Flight Deck 3 increases war energy regeneration by 15%. We also have a science lab, increases tech characters damage by 5%. Now, I don't see anything about mutant characters, and they hadn't, when this came out in July, they hadn't had that mutant origin tag. So I'm assuming they're gonna have another room for mutant origin characters as well. We have some abilities from the science lab. Nanotech fabricator generates random biomaterials. So again, I'm thinking this is probably gear for bio characters. Chemical synthesizers, percent chance to attack for X attackers to start battle with offense up. So, you know, if you got Crossbones starting with his ability, more ability energy, and then Crossbones starting with offense up that detonate, could be on turn 1 doing a lot of damage to who's ever defending that enemy's helicarrier. And you got a bunch of other stuff here, but that is all I see as far as rooms. Again, this is an older description, and this is a data mine, and like with all data mines, remember that everything is subject to change. I think some of this stuff has already been changed just because of that extra mutant tag. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that subscribe button. Some speculation about Alliance Wars. It looks like it will be very fun. It also looks like that you will need to have a lot of coordination with your alliance. And for that, I would recommend some kind of outside the game form of communication, whether it be Discord or Line or something else. But it looks like this may be something that needs some coordination from the rest of your alliance, where to attack, where to place your troops, and communicating what troops you have, which upgrades to do. I think most of the leaders of the alliance are just going to handle that. I don't think everybody does that on their own. But it looks like a fun mode to play, and this is the helicarrier right here. You guys see this when you go to do your donations every day and to do your Stark Tech upgrades. This is the helicarrier. It looks like this is where the battle will be played on. So, looks like some fun stuff, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good game mode. Like I said, if you like this video, please click on the subscribe button, share this with all your friends, smash on that like button. And if you want to check out some Valley Flying merch, there's some awesome stuff on the TeePublic site. There's a link in the description down below. I will see you most likely on the live stream tomorrow night. I hope it's a good one, and we'll see what happens. I never know what's going to happen, and we always have a bunch of fun, answer a bunch of your questions, so I hope to see you there as well. Until next time, I got one question for you. What you gonna do, brother, when Valley Flying and all the Valley Maniacs come down on you, dude? Valley Flying, out!